CVT can be very volatile. So, while it is definitely possible to win the game, when your opponent has done this, where he's going to be aggressive, he will follow this up with a starport and go for one base timing. You're kind of in a lot of trouble. The reason why Neeb does this Reaper expand on this map is because it is so big. Most people aren't aggressive here. But Neeb's thinking ahead of that. Hart is thinking ahead of that. He's saying, if you want to be greedy, I will capitalize on that. And if you are not greedy, I'm a good enough player that I can catch up. So once again, he will deny Reeb. Oh boy.
Those are not saying the other word that ends in
Meh. Anyways, he will deny Reeb the any scouting information, and with this SEV here, Neeb will do likewise. Which is very important, or is more important for Neeb than it is for Hart, I feel. Because the moment Hart sees what Neeb is doing, he will pounce. Looks like Hart wants to wall. And it looks like Hart is also going to get another Banshee. It was pretty effective last game, so why not this game? Anyways, what can you tell us about Neeb?
In and out of the Challenger Premier League, switching between the two. American Gamer, currently teamless. Currently, very interesting name. Foreigner, and rather prominent in that regard.
Neeb is occasionally touted as the best foreigner Terran player. I don't think... I would say Major or... I would say Major is definitely more accomplished. So, it's kind of a toss-up between Major and Neeb, which is the better foreign... I'm sorry, not better foreigner Terran. Better North American Terran. Neeb is obviously the best Terran in the United States. As Major is... yeah. So, I'm not the biggest fan of Major, but he's at least good. This scout from Hart will not see the expansion, but based on how few forces are back at home for Neeb, Hart can assume that there is an expansion down, as there's nothing knocking at his front door. Anyways, this scout from Neeb will be deterred again, as the wall is there. Hart is going to take his own expansion now, and I think at this point he's just saying, well, I guess it's time to play catch-up while my Banshee tries to pull me in the lead. And for this reason, I like Hart's opening more. These missile turrets are late for the Banshee. there's not very much defense on Neeb's end. So, I mean, I don't even know if he'll need to use Cloak if he were to play along the perimeter more. He is going to kill a number of units, or a number of workers. That missile turret is still not finished. It should finish by the time Hart can get back into that mineral line. But he will run away because the Viking is there, and that means scans could go down. And that missile turret will finish. So, unless Hart finds a sweet spot, he's not going to get too much more done with that Banshee. All in all, Neeb actually didn't take too much damage from that. Well, no, he lost those mules. Those mules are... Okay, so by killing the mules, I'd say that the Banshee paid for itself barely. Neeb is Hellion heavy again, so I'm thinking mech again. I think Hart is just gonna go for that timing like he did last game. I don't think Hart even changed his build. Yeah, I don't see anything that implies that Hart changed his build whatsoever.
Oh, it works. Do I fix what isn't broken?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember a Hellion being there last game, do you? But otherwise, it looks pretty similar. He even has those siege tanks coming out, so he will have 2 by the time he pushed last game. Not sure why why Hart has lowered his wall. It's not exactly important, as there's not really anything Neeb can do to capitalize on the fact that the wall is down, since this is a TVT and walls don't really matter in TVT. Hart is pushing sort of now. He cleared the Reaper and is going back home. I think at that point Hart just wants to keep Neeb in the dark. I think that's really the only reason why he did that. These Hellions actually, if Hart moves out and this wall is not raised, those Hellions could actually be very annoying. And as I say that, he raises the wall. That's what pros do. They mess with casters.
Professional.
I don't think he messed with me in that way. Apparently I spilled oil on my desk, so that's why we're having issues at the moment. So it looks like Neeb is doing more or less the same composition as last game. He has Hellbats, Viking, a Raven, and would you look at that? The Korean is supply capped. I guess they do make errors.
Well, they are only Terran. Pretty good legitimate following. I look forward to the tweets on how lame my puns are.
Okay, something I will note. This wall buys Hart time to get his army into position for a frontal assault. So, that means he can keep the rest of his army in the back. So any drop that may want to come in won't do anything. Neeb is taking air superiority with his higher Viking count. I definitely would like to see him get some siege tanks soon, as this is a TVT. It looks like Hart has decided not to go for the same timing as last game, due to being supply capped largely, and is going to do something else. What that entails, I'm not entirely certain. He is getting Marauders, which will be good against the Hellbats, but not so sure what he knows about. Okay, well now he knows exactly what Neeb has. Well, almost. I think Neeb is keeping his air out of the picture. And yeah, Neeb is committing to mech. So it's going to be a mech versus bio game for certain. It looks like Neeb is ready to move out now. He's loaded up 2 medevacs with 4 Hellbats. And, oh, he's not moving out. Okay. So, in case you're wondering why he's loaded those medevacs with Hellbats, if he is not moving out. Oh, there he goes. Well. Neeb, please make up your mind so I can finish my analysis. Okay. Anyways, in the event that a Terran does not move out while keeping medevacs full of Hellbats, the reason why he does that is to drop them on siege tanks in order to kill the siege tanks. This is a particularly common strategy when there is a lower siege tank count for one player. So while it does not do the same thing as a siege tank, the splash damage as well as the friendly fire of the opponent makes this a more difficult army to push into. However, there is not multiple. There's only one siege tank essentially. So this drop is not going to be as effective as it normally would be in the middle of an engagement. Normally, this drop would cause a lot of friendly fire, but as there's only one siege tank, there will not be